Good morning, everyone. It's Pastor Tim Hammy from First Assembly of God in Burlington, Kansas. Just talking to you for a few moments. It's Thursday, the 9th of February, and yesterday we read the scriptures about Joshua, son of Nun. We were walking around and the circle around the walls of Jericho, a fortified city, and then I begin to think, okay, that you have all these people walking around this fortified city, and every soldier in that army may be wondering why. Why not use a battering ram? Why not scale the walls? Why not cut the water supply? Why not shoot flaming arrows over the wall? But instead, God told the Israelite army to silently circle the city. And He promised after circling 13 times over 7 days, the wall would fall. See, the first time around, the soldiers felt a little foolish. But with each circle, their stride grew longer and stronger. With each circle, a holy confidence was building pressure inside their souls. On the seventh day, their faith was ready to pop. They arose before dawn and started circling 6 o'clock in the morning. At 3 miles per hour, each mile and a half marching around the city took a half an hour. By 9 o'clock, they began their final act in keeping with God's command. They hadn't said a word for They hadn't said a word in 6 days. They just silently circled the promise. Then the priests sounded their horns in a simultaneous shout. And then the walls came down. 600,000 Israelites raised a holy war. That if you ever been into a football stadium, everyone's like, ah, and they're just getting excited. The loudness of that. So, if you keep circling the promise, God will ultimately deliver it. So, this morning I want to ask you this question: what is your Jericho? What is the thing that you're circling around? What is the thing that you're hoping for? See, it not only reveals the way God performed that particular miracle, it also established a pattern for us to follow. The Jericho marching around, it established a pattern to follow. It challenged us to confidently circle the promises of God that God has given us. And it begs the question, what is your Jericho? What promise are you praying around? What miracles are you marching around? What dreams does your life revolve around? See, drawing prayer circles starting with identifying your Jericho. When you look at the things that you need and you begin to pray about those, maybe a healing in your life. But we have to understand this, that sometimes when we have these needs and we say, oh, instead of drawing circles, we're drawing blanks. We're drawing dash marks. So when you circle Jericho, when you actually put into practice the circling and you're circling your prayer. See, more than 1,000 years ago, after Jericho miracle, another miracle happened in the same exact place. Jesus was on the way to Jericho when 2 blind men hailed him like a taxi. Lord, Son of David, have mercy on us. The disciples see it as a human interruption. Jesus sees it as a divine appointment. So He stops and responds with a pointed question. What do you want from me? Seriously, is that the question is even necessary? It is obvious that they are blind. Yet Jesus forced them to define exactly what they wanted from Him. Jesus made them verbalize their desire. He made them spell it out. But it wasn't because Jesus didn't know what they want. He wanted to make sure they knew what they wanted. And that is where drawing prayer circle begins. Knowing what to circle. So tomorrow we're going to continue on with this a little bit and chat. But enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Let me pray for you. Lord, I thank you so much as you challenge us. Ask the question, what is our Jericho? And explain a little bit about circling that miracle. Lord, I pray that you bless every single person in your name. Amen. See you tomorrow. We'll see you on Friday.